Hi everyone, Jamie here. Welcome back to my garden. It is nice and early and cool, which is perfect because I want to work back here, back by my metal workshop and my Vigo beds this morning. I was planning to work on the metal workshop the other day, but I ended up waiting too long and it gets really, really hot in here, unfortunately. So it's a good thing if I'm gonna work in here, I gotta get up early before the heat sets in. Now the metal workshop is kind of our excess garage. We actually have another garage attached to the house. And this is an area where we store all of our gardening supplies and kind of out of season stuff like Christmas decorations and things like that. So we're about halfway through the year, and I have to say, I'm pretty proud of Jason and I for keeping it as clean as we have. Like, it's looking pretty good, and I think you can contribute that, or we can contribute that to everything kind of having a place. Like, I have my whole, this is my easy access gardening wall where I have put all my tools that I access the most. And you can see that everything kind of has its place. I've even labeled some of the hooks. Of course, they don't all get put back every time, but at least we know exactly where everything should be. And then coming over here to this wall, this is kind of our fertilizer wall, and I even labeled it as well. Now these are just temporary labels. Obviously it's just painter's tape. I'll have to find something else that's going to be a little bit better, but just simply having a label on everything has made it's like night and day. It makes it so much easier to find whatever I need to find and put things away. So I think that that has really made a huge difference in keeping everything nice and clean. However, I still have some things to clean up, and I think it's just a good thing every once in a while to come through and just to make sure that, you're really staying on top of it so it doesn't get absolutely out of control, which is what it was doing before we really organized it. Is it was just getting out of control within a couple of weeks. So I think, like I said, having a place for everything makes such a huge, huge difference, and it makes this job so much easier. So I don't think this should take me too long, but it's definitely something that I want to address. The other thing, well, one of the other things I want to address is my albudulon or flowering maple right here. I was reading a gardening article last night, and it was about flowering maple. And it told me that I should be fertilizing this every 2 to 4 weeks with water-soluble fertilizer. I have not fertilized this thing one time this whole season, and I feel terrible. So, I mean, it's still blooming. It's still looking gorgeous. This variety is called Victorian Lady. I just found it at the garden center randomly and thought it looked so, so pretty. And I temporarily put it in this spot, but I am just loving it here. And it's obviously so incredibly happy. But I haven't fertilized it. Like literally not once I haven't fertilized it. So it's definitely something that I want to do today. It should be really quick to fertilize, not a problem. If you're looking at this gorgeous, stunning hydrangea right here, this is the Quickfire Fab hydrangea. I mean, look at how beautiful this is. Just absolutely beautiful. I put it here just temporarily. I was using these Vigo beds as kind of like my recovery area. But when I had things that were in too much sun, I would bring it back here. Now my recovery area is kind of over there. But I put this Quickfire Fab hydrangea in here for recovery, and it is just doing beautifully. And I love seeing it here with the flowering maple, the Victorian Lady flowering maple. I just think it's so, so gorgeous. So I'm just tempted just to leave it there. I mean, it just looks so, so very pretty. In this Vigo bed, I have my strawberries that are doing okay. I think, well, like I still have strawberries, but I think they need a little bit more sun. So I might have to move these. These are tomatoes, like volunteer tomatoes. So I don't even know which ones they are. I was thinking about leaving them, but I'm not totally sure. I probably should pull them because I probably shouldn't grow tomatoes in the same spot twice. That's probably not good. But I do have this one right here. This is my sun gold tomato, and I've been taking really, really good care of it, pinching the suckers and just like really, really watching it. I have a little bit of fruit coming down here, so that I will definitely leave. And I didn't grow tomatoes in this spot last year, so I think it's perfect. And look at all this extra space I have. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, So I definitely want to fertilize my flowering maple today, that's for sure. And then the third thing I want to get done back here is I want to address these pots. Now these pots, I love them. They have arborvitae or thuyas in it. And then surrounding it, I planted unplugged white, I planted tiara blue supertunia, and then I planted dichondra silver falls. Now the unplugged white looks good. It's just getting a little tall and I have to cut it back. Oh, look at my euphorbia. That's looking good. What's not looking good is my tiara blue supertunias. Look at these spider mites. Look at how bad that is. I kind of thought there was a problem and I had been watching it, and then all of a sudden it just like got attacked, absolutely attacked. So I need to spray this today. I need to take care of it. I don't know, it might be past its point. This one looked really bad too. This one looked really bad. This one looks okay. I don't know. Ugh. Not good. Not good. So anyway, I need to address these pots today as well. I think I might spray. What do I have to spray? Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. RX. I could use that. I think probably takedown spray would probably be the best. That would be the best bet for what I actually have. I haven't gone shopping for pest control in a while. I think I'll probably spray this because I know this will take care of spider mites, because look, it's a miticide right there. So I will probably do this and see how that does. I have been fertilizing those pots, so they're getting plenty of fertilizer. They're just getting attacked as well. So in the article I read on the flowering maple, fertilizing the flowering maple, it said just a good water-soluble all-purpose fertilizer. So I'm just going to use the Proven Winners one, which is what I use for all the other annuals in my garden. We actually just fertilized all the annuals yesterday. We fertilize weekly, and we use a hose end sprayer like this. This is just the Miracle Grow one that we just happen to use. And you can see, well, hopefully you can see. So if you can see at the bottom of the container, you can still see the powder. And if you can still see the powder like that, then you know that there's still more in this container. And so if you just hook it up to your hose, more fertilizer is going to come out in the right concentration. So I'm just going to hook that up to my hose and fertilize the flowering maple, which should be really, really easy. This one, the Garden Takedown Spray, I got to get another hose end sprayer. I actually have a new hose end sprayer from HoseLink, so I think I'm going to use that one and see how it does. And this one, you just will follow the directions on the back for the dilution, and that's why hose end sprayers are so easy, because you really don't have to think about it. It's not like you have to keep filling up a watering can. You can just put it in the sprayer, set it to the right dial, and then go. These Miracle Grow hose end sprayers are like the cheap variety. You can get them really cheap at a big box store, and you cannot change the concentration on this. But the concentration on this is pretty simple. I think it's like 1 tablespoon to a gallon. I think that's what it is, which is the dilution concentration for this. So it actually ends up working perfectly for me. But if you have to have other things that kind of change a little bit, like you can't use this in one of these. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so that's my plan for today. But I think very first thing is I need to start working maybe give myself an hour cleaning up the metal workshop. I don't even think it's going to take an hour, honestly, but I want to get that started first while it's still nice and cool. Okay, all done. That only took me about 40 minutes, which is pretty cool. So there's still plenty more I could do. Like I could really get into the weeds and really start organizing everything, but that's not what I wanted to do today. I just kind of wanted to clean everything, put everything back where it goes, clean up the leaves and the debris and all that kind of stuff and all the cobwebs. And I'm happy with it. I think it looks good. It's a perfect mid-season kind of tidy up to get us through the rest of the season. And then during the winter time when it's rainy and there's not much else to do, I think that's the time to like really get organized, work on labels, work on, you know, the detail stuff. So happy with this. Now I am going to move on to fertilizing the flowering maple because this poor thing needs some food. Okay, so Victorian Lady is all fertilized. Maybe she'll start blooming more. I mean, I think it's blooming pretty well already, but how cool if it will bloom even more than that. The next thing that I wanted to do is I noticed this branch is definitely kind of leaning over, so I want to kind of tie it up to my arch right there. So let me do that real quick. Okay, very last thing I want to do today is address these pots. I'm going to start off with cutting them all the way back, and then I will spray them with that takedown spray. I don't know if this is going to come back. This looks pretty rough. I think I waited too long. Okay, so here's my new Hose Link Hose End Sprayer, which is pretty neat. It's obviously really, really well made. This is brass, and then it also has this quick connect on the end, which is literal game changer. It's Jason's favorite thing. Makes it so easy to put the things on and off of your hose. And so the other cool thing about this is it has all the instructions right on the bottle, and then it also has the dilution rates and then what level you want to turn your selector dial to. So for the takedown spray, I just looked it up. It's 4 teaspoons per quart is the dilution rate. So if I convert that, that gives me 2.7 ounces per gallon. So I need to set the selector dial at 7, which I already set. You just kind of turn it like this. And then you want it to, the number is what is in line with the brass dial right there. Then you just fill this guy up to however you need. So I need 2.7 ounces, so just underneath the 3 ounce mark. Don't have to fill it up with water, don't have to do anything, just have to hook the hose up and start spraying, and then you're done. Super easy. Okay, there's that. So you want to make sure this, I think it's called the siphon tube, is well attached. All right, let's go spray. Okay, so all done, all sprayed. I don't know. I'm not super optimistic about these. I feel like I waited too long. There's just too much brown on some of these Supertunias from the spider mites. So like that guy, I don't think that guy's coming back. There's a teeny bit of green, but I think that the unplugged salvia will come back. It'll grow back really, really well. It was just getting a little too leggy for me. But I think I blew it on the Supertunias this year. That's okay. I'm going to do a nice, really beautiful fall planting here, but let's see if the takedown spray can at least help a little bit with the problem that I have going on. So first impression of the HoseLink hose end sprayer, I think it's pretty nice. I mean, we use hose end sprayers so much in my garden. We use them like they're going out of style. So I will always take another hose end sprayer, especially a nice one like this. And the cool thing is, because I didn't already dilute that concentrate, I can just leave this. And the next time I need to spray the takedown spray, then I can just hook the hose back up to this. I will put this in my cabinet though, so that it's dark and the light doesn't get to it. So anyway, that is going to be it for today. Look at how nice that looks. Really good. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.